Hi, it's Wendy here with Informed Literacy, and I am here today to talk about day 2 of the lesson progression format and how to maximize your small group instruction time. Day 2 of the lesson progression for emergent readers focuses on wordless reading, a second sentence scramble, and a first read of the decodable book. In day 1, I modeled for you how to implement a successive blending technique for students who could not hold on to more than 2 sounds at a time. However, all of your students may not need that successive blending technique, and they may be able to tap and blend. They may be able to go j, n, gen, or they could even be keeping their voice on at this point and just be able to read the word gen. In either case, it's important for students to practice words in isolation. This reinforces those neural pathways in their brain for when they read a word correctly and they recognize it, they'll begin to recognize it automatically. And these words are all words that the students will be encountering in the book that they will be asked to read today. The second part of day 2 lesson progression is the sentence scramble. So you cut out the words, place them in the correct order in the sentence. And at this point, you could ask your students to notice the words that have the star underneath them. Explain to them that most of the words in the sentence are words that follow the pattern that we've been studying, but there's a few words that don't follow the pattern. And you could ask them to try to read the word. Does anybody see a word that they can read on their own that has a star underneath them? Someone might point to the word and read the word Another student could point to the word the and read the word the. At that point, you would have the students read the whole sentence. Then we would scramble it up and read the sentence scramble in a silly way, and then ask the students to unscramble the sentence. At this point, you can also begin to address comprehension at the sentence level. You could say, who went to the vet? And the student could answer, they would read the sentence and be able to answer, Jen went to the vet. What did Jen get when she went to the vet? Jen got a med when she went to the vet. You could also talk about some vocabulary, like what's a med? It's some type of medicine. What is a vet? A vet is a person who takes care of animals. That's just a few examples of comprehension questions that you could ask at the sentence level. And sometimes it's easier for students initially who are beginning to read to focus on just answering questions about a sentence rather than in a whole book. The third part of the lesson progression for day 2 is reading the decodable book. So you could have students read the title, Ben and His Pet Hen, and then talk about, we've read some words and we've read some sentences. What do you think the story might be about? You could ask for some predictions. Then we open up the book, and on the inside cover, there are the star words that will be encountered in the story. You can remind the students of these are words that may have a not yet pattern. We can give them a try, but if you need help, it's okay to ask for help. And then we would read the story together. Students would choral read. The teachers can, if so inclined, make choral read along with those students who need some extra support. At the end of reading the story together, the teacher can then ask students to whisper read the story themselves, and you can listen in, help as needed, and help students read independently. The supplemental resource pack that aligns with our published decodable books also includes lesson plans for every component of the structured literacy lesson. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you found some techniques that can help you maximize your reading instruction time. And remember that all of the materials that I demonstrated with today are found in our supplemental reading pack, and they align with our decodable books. So if you like those materials, I'll drop the link below. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.